Yay!
Hello, it's me. I'm Sass. I wasn't really intending on making this a video, but I kind of want to get like a video out there so the algorithm is like, oh wow, Sass is uploading again. We should let her channel get algorithmic success. So I have an OCG set called the Quarter Century Art Collection. I have 2 boxes of this. These have some OCG exclusive artworks, and it's kind of like the Rarity Collection that we got over here in the United States of America. I'm searching for a couple of the Quarter Century Secret Rares, which are really, really cool. So the way this set works is there are 4 cards in each pack, there's 15 packs in each box, and each card can either be a super or ultra rare, and then that card can be upgraded into a secret rare or a quarter century secret rare, kind of like Rarity Collection. In addition to that, there are cards in this set that are exclusively quarter century secret rares, so those are the kind of the cards that I'm looking for today. And so yeah, I'm just gonna make this cute little video for you guys, and I hope that you guys enjoyed that. Yippee! Let's get the first box. Do I want to open up both at the same time? I guess it would help. Oh my god. Look at that. Oh god, it feels so good opening product. It makes me forget that I am incredibly poor. You get to splurge every now and then on something that makes you a little bit happy. I don't know why I'm making Yu-Gi-Oh videos whenever the world's ending, but hey, gotta do something to pass the time in between working my butt off doing my delivery job. So how's everybody doing today? I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm gonna get the trash out of the way so that that's not showing up for the entire video. Gosh, my autism's gonna be on like full display. You're gonna be like, wow, this girl is very autistic. Yup. You figured it out. You figured me out. All right, scissors out of the way. I love opening. Oh, wow. This is like way different. Whoa, I actually might need my scissors for each individual one. I don't open up OCG products very often. Primarily, I collect stuff from the United States, obviously. But here we go. So we've got, that looks like extra foolish burial. Hopefully this looks really good. Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries. Ooh, that's one of the Dragon Rules title. And then we have Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight. I think, so this was upgraded, and I think this is actually one that's specifically in this rarity. I don't think you can actually get this in a lower rarity than Secret Rare. That's pretty cool. So yeah, 4 cards per pack. Got a couple packs. I don't know if I'm actually gonna like crazy edit this video, because like I said, I'm trying to get this out fast enough so that YouTube is like, oh my god, you're uploading again. That's so good. Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, Danger Bigfoot, Stardust Dragon, and Ghost Mourner and Moonlit Chill Secret Rare. I love secret rares. This is the original, like, really good rarity, and that looks just so good. Obviously, I'm going to sleeve all of these cards, but I might actually have an OCG exclusive binder in my collection, because I don't know if I want my OCG cards next to my TCG cards. That makes sense. El Shadal Winda, and we have something really nice on the end here, so I'm excited for that. Nibiru, the Primal Being. That looks like Lyra, the Light Enchantress, and then we have QCR Alt Art. I think that might be Hayate, the Sky Striker Hayate, in 25th anniversary QCR. That looks really, really good. For those of you who don't know, you can tell that it's 25th anniversary. The QCRs are here because it's a little bit similar to the Japanese rarity that is, I think it's called Platinum Rare or something like that. But you can always tell because it has this little stamp right here. And so that's the alt art of Hayate, I do believe. But that looks really good. That's our first QCR. And it looks really, really good. God, I hope that the audio records well in this, because there's no way for me to go back and unfuck the audio. So we got Effect Veiler in Super. We have, that might be Salamangreat Heatleo. I think that's what this is. Xyz Rebellion Dragon. Dark Xyz Rebellion Dragon. Ooh, and then Secret Rare Transaction Rollback. Very nice. I think that you can actually play cards in other languages as long as you know what their effects are in your deck. So I actually don't have a transaction rollback. So that's actually kind of a really cool pickup. I've been building a real deck that I would really like to play in real life, but I don't actually have a whole lot of time to like do stuff besides work, which kind of sucks. This is a Dragon Maid card. Dragon Maid Changeover, I'm gonna say, something like that. I think this is like Night Express Night. This is for Rank 10 trains, I do believe, those Gustav Max stuff. Droll and Lockbird in Ultra Rare. And then we have, oh yeah, so yeah, the Charmers are in here. So this is the familiar possessed Hita. I do believe that's her name in Secret Rare. I apologize if you hear my cat in the background, because whenever Macaroon gets mobile and I start talking on my microphone, it really upsets him because he wants me to pay attention to him 100% of the time. And I don't always do that. So this is the alt art of the evil twin. I forget what their name is, because there's Kiss-a-Kill and Lila. I think this is Kiss-a-Kill. No, Kiss-a-Kill is the pink-haired one. So this is Lila? Could be. I don't know. We have regular Burstinatrix in this. E-Hero Burstinatrix. We have D-Hero Plasma. His name is Blood. And then we have, oh my god! We have quarter century secret rare version of Burstinatrix, and that's the alt art. So you can actually see them right next to each other. That's actually really cool for comparison's sake. So this is the lowest rarity possible for something that is holographic. And this is, I guess you could say, the highest rarity possible. And the difference is really staggering. They look really fantastic. Goodness gracious. I will be sleeving all of these. I sleeve all of my cards that are holographic, probably to great deficit, because I have like 12 of those binders that like can fit like 16 cards per page filled to the brim with all of my cards. So that's kind of funny. So we have Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. We have Solemn Strike. We have Clockwork Knight. Perish. I hate this card. This card's an annoying sun card. We have Cyber and Dragon in Secret Rare. Not a good card by any stretch of the imagination. This has been power crept to hell. You don't even play this in Cyber Dragon anymore. It literally just deals piercing damage. Like, genuinely, who cares? Who cares? Nobody. So I've been playing a lot Yu-Gi-Oh! Thanks to my friend QV Cubed. They got me into playing Master Duel, so I actually understand Yu-Gi-Oh! Now. Oh, actually, look, I got a lower rarity version of Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight, so maybe I misspoke earlier. That's totally fine. Shizuku? I think this is another SkyStracker card. This is the one who adds a card if it was Link summoned during your turn, and so it adds a card during the end phase. So we have, this Blue Eyes White Dragon art, I hate so much. I have hundreds of billions of this exact art because I opened up a ton of those retro packs that came out that had the 3 God cards, and then all of these in Quarter Century Secret Rare as promos, and I just have way too many of them. Hate them so much. It's genuinely it clogs up my my collection here because I have so many of these. I literally have an entire binder full of just Blue Eyes, Red Eyes, and Dark Magician cards just because there's so many of them. So we have Ghost Spell and Haunted Mansion in Secret Rare, which is really, really nice. So far, I have not found any of the chase cards that I'm looking for. Like I said, there are some very specific alt arts that I'm looking for. The SkyStracker cards I'm not a big fan of just because I don't like going up against them in Master Duel. This is the combined card with all both Kiss-a-Kill and Lila together. I don't know if you actually go into this in the Evil Twin deck anymore. Salamangrate, Almirage, good Link 1. We have Boulder, Redox, Dragon Ruler Boulders. I think this is the Monster Reborn. And we have a secret rare, Shizuku again. If I'm saying these SkyStracker cards wrong, it's on purpose because I hate them so much. I really don't like going against them. It's a really good stun control strategy, and it's been meta ever since its inception. It's just really unfortunate that its playstyle is so annoying to go up against because they play a lot of board breakers, and it upsets me. So we have Elemental Hero Avian. We have SkyStracker Mobilize Engage. We have Area the Water Charmer. And then we have, oh, look, so we got it again. So this isn't the Quarter Century Secret Rare. This is just a regular Secret Rare. As you can tell, the rest of the card is not holographic, but this is another alt art. I actually don't know if we have this in the United States in the TCG, but we do get to see the difference between low rarity and high rarity cards again. And obviously this is the alt art. I don't know if this alt art can be found in lower rarities, so that's a possibility that was one of those pulls that we were kind of looking for. I am looking for the Blue Eyes and Dark Magician Girl alt arts. Elster the Invoker. Oh, I forgot to mention, this is a set of 50 super rares and then 100 ultra rares. So there's 150 cards in this set, I do believe. We have Lightning Storm. This is another one of those arts that I hate so much because I think there's way better Dark Magicians in circulation, and I would just wish they would print something except this stupid art. I hate it so much. This looks like one of the Labyrinth cards. This might be Lovely Labyrinth or Lady Labyrinth of the something castle. This is another really cool control strategy. Control/stun. I don't think there's actually a control strategy in Yu-Gi-Oh! I think it is all just pretty much stun. But that's a good transaction rollback deck because they play a lot of trap cards. So we have Rescue Cat. Very cute. Babushka. And so this is really funny because this is the OCG art. I think his name is Babushka, the Terribly Tired Tapir. And so he is actually drunk, and this art is different. I think they replaced the alcohol with a pillow because they're trying to say that he's sleepy instead of just passed out drunk. And I think that's really funny that we still believe that Americans can't handle the artwork of someone being drunk, but we can show them westerns of people like shooting each other to death. Whatever. I don't get to control. Ooh, Chaos Max. I think this one is also, obviously everything it can be in QCR. This is another one that I'm looking for. This isn't like a super great card, but it is sort of one of those like build arounds that are really cool. And so that's Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon, because I think there's also Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon, whatever. Clockwork Knight and Secret Rare. Don't care about that. Have plenty of Clockwork Knights in my TCG cards. Luckily, this isn't gonna be a long video. I was hoping that it wasn't gonna be like an hour long. So this is another Labyrinth card. Most of them are Lovely Labyrinth or Lady Labyrinth of the Castle or whatever. Cyber End Dragon, number 39 Utopia. And then we have, oh my god. Okay, this is one of them that I was looking for. This is the original OCG artwork from the manga in Secret Rare. That is absolutely gorgeous. This is one of the cards that I was looking for, but I would have preferred quarter century Secret Rare, but this is really, really nice. This is literally from the manga. I think this is the original printed art from like the manga panels, but it's really, really nice. Sorry, whenever I talk too much, I like breathe in too much, and I like, Mac, get down. Macaroon wants to be in the video so desperately bad, but there is not enough room on my desk. My printer used to be where I'm recording. I had to move it because this is literally the only place that I could actually like record this video. My camera is on top of a bunch of comic books so that I have enough of an angle to actually look down on the cards, which is kind of funny. Let me be the way that I am. I'm kind of a silly goober. Yippee. El Shaddai, Construct, and Super Rare. We have Dragon Maid. I don't know her name. This is the main one. Dragon Maids are a really cool archetype because it's a whole bunch of beautiful dragon women that are in maid uniform, and then they are in dragon form, and they alternate between those whenever they're like doing something, and then they switch over to do combat, and so they go into their dragon form for combat. I think that's really cool. Dark Magician Girl. I have like a bunch of these, but I need the alt art for Dark Magician Girl. This is Kaguri. Sky Striker Kaguri. This is the one that lets you grab a Sky Striker card from grave, I do believe. This is the one that they always go into first, because they probably like want to loop some of the Sky Striker cards. But this is also the alt art of it, so it's kind of nice to have this, even though I don't necessarily care about Sky Strikers all that much. My cats are trying to get into my lap because they're like, wow, I want to be a part of this so bad, but if they do, I will be all sweaty, and I don't want to be all sweaty for the rest of this video. Divine Arsenal Zeus. I think I do have one of these in the TCG format, so I don't necessarily need that. Ghost Mourner and Moonlit Chill. Masterpiece, the True Draco Slayer King. I think this is this guy's name. And then we have Alt Art, Destiny Hero Plasma, D-Hero Blood. So scary. Oh my goodness gracious. I think we do have this in the TCG. I could be wrong. All right, so that was one box. Not the craziest pulls. That Dark Magician was really nice, but I'm still looking for some of them in the higher rarities. If you guys like these kinds of pack opening videos, I can purchase more product with some extra money that I have that I don't spend on like commissioning artwork. So if you guys are like, I don't know, want to see me do some more of this, let me know. Foolish Burial Goods, Ghost Ogre, and Snow Rabbit. The original artwork of Monster Reborn. This was censored whenever it came over here to the United States to do that weird like feather sword thing because I guess you can't show an Ankh to the United States. They're not gonna know what that is. And then Nightmare Unicorn in Secret Rare. I think this is the original artwork. I do have a bunch of PCG versions of the alternate artwork. I have my slur my words. It's because I'm talking too fast. Usually whenever I record a video that isn't like live, there's a lot of times that I have to take a break and go just because autism gets the better of me and I talk faster than my brain and body can keep up. Tour guide from the underworld. Alistair the Invoker. Odd Eyes Pendulum. Odd Eyes Dragon. Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. Odd Eyes Dragon. That guy. And then we have Secret Rare Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. I'm glad that Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon is still playable. I would like to build a real Red Eyes deck, at least in Master Duel. I'm building an Exodia, the Ultimate Forbidden Lord, whatever the fuck his name is, deck. But I'm trying to include the Apophis monsters and Primite into it, and we'll see if that actually does anything. I'm playtesting it in Master Duel, and it is a deck. There are cards in there. Al Shadal Construct, Lady Labyrinth of the White Castle, or whatever her name is. The Winged Dragon of Ra Phoenix mode, I think is what this is. This is what you can summon off of Sphere mode, which is really, really cool. And then we have the Rank 10 Train. This is the thing that you turn Gustav Max into. And I think this one can make itself unaffected and then gain 2,000 attack points. So it's a 6k. Not a towers. I wouldn't call it a towers. But it can punch over some things if you prefer the Unga Bunga play style without having to combo like Ancient Gear has to. So we have Effect Veiler. We have, I literally could not tell you what this card is. I think this might be a Trickstar card. I'm not a big fan of Trickstar either. Diabell Star, really, really cool card. And then we have Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood. I think this is the one that gains you life points. That might actually be Ghost Mourner and Moonlit Chill, but that's Spooky Dogwood. All of the Ghost Sisters, those are hand traps that see different versions of play depending on the format. So we have Dragon Maid. This might be Dragon Maid Changeover, like they're changing over the shift. To the other ones, Danger Bigfoot, Familiar Possessed, the Water one. Oh, and then we have, this is, I think, just Sky Striker Ray. So this is the alt art of Ray, which is the main play starter. You pretty much just play this in the main deck. She can quick effect, dodge, like infinite impermanence or effect veiler, and then she can go into one of the link ones and start doing your stupid Sky Striker plays that upset me so much because I'm really bad at Yu-Gi-Oh. Huge shout out to my friend Cutie Cubes. They have been really, really good with teaching me the basics of Yu-Gi-Oh, and I kind of have gone from there. Elemental Hero Bersernatrix. We have the Blue Eyes art that I just hate so much. Oh, and so this is, this is the alt art that we have tried to get. These are the same card, I do believe. And so this is the alt art. So it's specifically Secret Rare and above for Lila. I'm gonna say her name is Lila. Could be wrong. One of them is Kiss-a-Kill, one of them is Lila. So that's the alt art. Getting a lot of the alt arts is pretty much why I did this video, but we're pretty much getting the alt arts that I don't really care about all that much. It's nice to have them in my collection in case I never need to pay my rent with a bunch of cards that people may care about. I don't open my Yu-Gi-Oh cards like a scalping sense. I've pretty much sold enough cards to fill fingers on one hand. I think I sold 3 Super Polys last year to help pay rent. But I don't like collect Yu-Gi-Oh cards to like make money, if that makes sense. So we have Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion. We have Torrential Tribute. Now that's really interesting. Triple Tactics Thrust, which is really cool. And then we have a QCR original artwork, Elemental Hero Bersernatrix. So that's really interesting. Hi, Macaroon. Macaroon is like, I'm gonna be in this video too. So we have the alt art of Bersernatrix in Quarter Century, and then we have the original artwork in Quarter Century. I'm talking too fast again. I hope I don't over edit this video because I tend to do that whenever I'm like, oh, but what if this is the video that people look at that could have gotten me to 100 million subs, and I don't edit it enough, and they're like, wow, this person doesn't put any effort into their videos. El Shadal Winda. Evil Twin. So this is the other one, and this is because I think they're like thieves at night, so they're like VTubers that like turn into thieves at night. So this is one of the Kiss a Killer Lila characters. And then we have Title. And then we have Secret Rare. I do believe this is the Wind Charmer. This might be the Familiar Possessed version, where they have like been possessed by their animal familiar to gain extra power. I did buy the structure deck. It's not super crazy good, but it does have some cool staples that you could rip out of it, which is really nice. DD Crow, that's a good card. Heretic Spheres of the something or other, pretty good card. This is another Awakened card, which is really, really good. And then we have Secret Rare Triple Tactics Thrust. For those that watch my videos and don't understand Yu-Gi-Oh, I apologize if I'm going through this fast. You're like, I don't understand any of these cards. Don't worry, neither do I. Elemental Hero Sparkmane, very cool. Lightning Storm, Boral Sword Dragon, and then we have Nibiru, the Primal Being in Secret Rare. This is a really nice rock hand trap that prevents your opponent from going up too much. If they do too many summons, you can wipe their field of monsters, including your own field of monsters, and then special summon Nib to your field, and then a Primal Being token to their field, whose attack and defense are equal to the combined attack and defense of all the monsters that were wiped from the field. We have Eldritch, the Golden Lord, Harpy's Feather Duster. I don't think this is the original artwork. I think this is the TCGO artwork, because the other one has it like drooping from the top. But Harpy's Feather Duster is a really good card. I think it's currently limited. Familiar Possessed, Hita, the Fire Charmer, and then we have Dark Ixi's Rebellion Dragon. I think this is the guy's name. Not a crazy amount of QCRs. I was expecting some more than what we've currently got. Maybe we have to open more of this set. Night Express Knight. I think I think that's this guy's name. Could be wrong. I know there is a Night Express Knight in Yu-Gi-Oh. Divine Arsenal Zeus. Familiar Possessed Asa, the Earth Charmer. And then we have Masterpiece, the True Draco Slaying King in Secret Rare. Draco Slayers are a crazy stun deck. There's pretty much no way to stop them once they get completely set up. Like there's a lot of events in Master Duel where if True Draco is left untouched from the ban list, they just kind of go away with it. Ghost Mourner and Moonlit Chill. Looks like we have a QCR in the back. Invoked Makaba, really cool. Stardust Dragon, and a QCR Asa, the Earth Charmer, Familiar Possessed. And this looks like the alt art. I am not familiar with this. The familiar that she is possessed by, I think it's called the Archfiend of, like, the Nefarious Archfiend of Nefariousness or something like that. It's really goofy. It's really, really goofy. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! I want to make so many videos on Yu-Gi-Oh! But I don't want to become a Yu-Gi-Oh! Exclusive channel. Like, I make a lot of Mario Party videos. There's a lot of videos that I have in the makings. I guess it's like at the end of the video where I'm saying this, but lots of videos are in the making. I have a lot of thumbnail art in the works, or I have already commissioned it and turned it into a thumbnail for a future video. So we have Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight. We have Cyber End Dragon. We have Access Code Talker. And then we have Secret Rare Boral Sword Dragon. This is a Game Enter. Both of these are actually Game Enter links. I think Boral Sword has actually fallen off, but you can still get a little bit. Hi, Mac. We can still get a little bit of mileage out of Access Code Talker if you're a Link heavy deck, because you can climb into it, go into that guy with IP Masquerena, make him immune, and then pop a bunch of cards by banishing materials from the graveyard, which is really, really cool. Baguska, the Terribly Tired Tapir, and he's drunk actually. We have Rescue Cat. We have Familiar Possessed. I think her name is Lyra, the Light Charmer. This is one of the new ones. And then for the end, we have the alt art. What's his name? What's his name? Cutico. And this is Eldritch, the Golden Lord. He's a zombie and he is serving some hella ass. So thanks for watching. I don't think we got some super crazy cards. Let me go through these. These are the big cards that we got. So we got 4 QCRs. Two of them Elemental Hero Burstrinatrix of all things, very crazy. And then the familiar possess Asa, and then the alt art of, I'm gonna say her name is Hayate, could be wrong. We did get a lot of alt arts that I'm not showing right now, but the most important one that I was looking for was this Dark Magician. If I ever make a Dark Magician deck, which if you're ever playing Master Duel, lots of really cool cards function really well with Dark Magician, like the Fallen Valbaz cards and all stuff like that. But this is one of the cards that I was looking for. Hi, Mac. You're not in the video. Go away. If you would like to see more card opening videos, or if you have a suggestion for some of the stuff, leave it in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new. My name's Sass, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.